No, no.
Okay,
I
because you got
pivoted, so I'll have something for you today or tomorrow.
yeah. You know what I'd really like
To be way ahead.
to have it true when you say I'll have something for you tonight,
I
or I'll show you.
have the best intentions.
Yeah, but I don't believe that you're that busy.
That's fair.
Hello and welcome to episode 59 of the Watch It Bro podcast. As per usual, I am Tristan.
And I am Marshall.
And today, well, this podcast's not getting cast away, but that's the movie we're talking about.
I, I, I'm not going
It's
to
two
applaud that.
words.
Yeah, it is.
It's two words, not the
Castaway?
one word. Yeah,
Right.
right.
Right. 2 words. Cast away.
Yeah, but it's one word for someone who is a castaway.
Believe there was already a Castaway movie as one word, so
Mhm.
they're casting it away in this movie.
Or, actually, I'll
Or
get into that when it comes up.
okay.
I, yeah, it's my turn to talk.
Yeah. I mean, we can get into the specs, or we can keep talking about Castaway. I mean, we are going to talk about Castaway anyway.
We are going to talk about
But
Castaway, but
the
let's get into this.
looking into the specs.
Did you tell the people you're Marshall?
I did tell the people I'm Marshall.
Oh, good. In case they forgot.
Yeah,
Castaway was directed by the great Robert Zemeckis, who gave us Forrest Gump, Roger Rabbit, and the Back to the Future trilogy.
he did. He's returning to the podcast. Thank you, Robert.
It was written by William Broyles Jr., who gave us Apollo 13, Polar Express 2004, and Planet of the Apes 2001,
First time podcaster.
supposedly. It's starring Tom Hanks, who's not Forrest Gump in this one,
He is not.
but
Definitely
he's
not
also,
Forrest Gump in this song.
nor is he Woody from Toy Story in this one.
No, no, he's not. I see what you're doing.
He was also in Apollo 13,
Yeah, he's worked with these other two guys quite a bit.
and
And Polar Express.
he was in Bosom Buddies.
He was in Bosom Buddies.
After Tom Hanks, we have Helen Hunt, who was in Twister, Mad About You, As Good as It Gets, and What Women Want.
I don't have any comments on that.
You surprised I actually did actual things that you would know her from and not the most obscure references I could think of?
Yeah.
Me too. After Helen Hunt, we have Nick Searcy from Fried Green Tomatoes, The Fugitive, and Nell.
Okay.
Castaway came out December 22nd, 2000. On a budget of 90 million, it brought in 429.6 million at the box office, making it a blockbuster.
Yes.
Of course, you did not question this one, you questioned Miss Congeniality.
I did question Miss Congeniality.
So did Dad.
As a
Well,
blockbuster, as a movie for the podcast.
yeah.
Well, we'll see what he thinks.
Yes, we will. Well, Marshall, I can hear your cat cleaning his feet through the.
He's just sitting there gnawing on his toes. It's not distracted at all.
That's all I can look at.
I know.
It's a work of art, really.
It is. He's been going at it for like a minute.
No, it's been a while.
It has
He's still going on it.
yeah.
Is there something there he's got to get?
I don't know. Are you picking your teeth with a nail?
He's really getting in there.
He is. All right.
I still can't stop looking at him. Well, we start this movie off with the Fox logo. Marshall likes them logos.
I do like them logos, and
And
Fox's is classic.
and this is the classic Fox logo.
Before it
But
got all weird and digital.
yeah, no kidding. But then it's followed up by the Imagine Movers logo. Because Marshall likes them logos twice.
I do.
And we kick this movie off with a road in the middle of nowhere.
We do. It's been it was I think this is the first time I've seen it in the last 25 years.
I had
don't
not
think
seen it since we saw it in theaters.
I don't think I had either. And I did not remember how it opened.
Neither did I. Actually, we'll talk about a lot of stuff that I did not remember of this movie.
I did not remember it being as long as it was either.
Also true. But we see a FedEx truck pull up.
Yes, yes, it's on this farm road.
It's a middle of nowhere country road. It eventually pulls up to I guess a ranch that belongs to Dick and Bettina.
Yes,
And apparently her logo for her brand is a set of wings.
it is indeed.
And apparently she has a deal with FedEx where they just come to her house and pick up her mail.
FedEx does pickups.
Okay.
Yeah, you can call and schedule pickup. They'll swing by and say, "Where's your package?" I'm like, "Here it is." I'm like, "Thank you," and they'll take it from you.
Well, that's cool. How do you know that?
Because I know about FedEx. I used to work for FedEx.
That's right, you did.
My wife worked for FedEx.
You throw keys at people from FedEx?
Do not throw keys. We're not getting into the Marshall quitting story.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, the way the story gets told is that I chucked my keys at my boss on my way out. And in my mind, I set them on the counter and left. So I'm guessing it's somewhere in between.
Marshall threw his keys at his boss as he left.
Yes, but I worked for FedEx office, not one of the delivery.
Wasn't it still Kinko's when he worked there?
No, it was in the transition. FedEx had bought Kinko's. It was transitioning into FedEx Office. It was FedEx Kinko's for a while. But it was FedEx Office when I was there. They had just kind of
Okay.
started rebranding.
Okay. So we get the POV of being a package, and that's pretty neat.
It is pretty neat. Uh, you kind of follow this thing
Yeah, it goes to Russia.
of all places.
Yes.
I don't know. It was just far away from from where
But yes, it gets delivered to a cowboy.
it does get delivered to a cowboy.
And this is,
Dick.
it is
From the name on the ranch, Dick and Bernice.
Bettina.
Bettina.
Yes. So this lady is sending a package to her husband who is on business in Russia. And he is, well, he has a girlfriend in Russia.
Yes, yes, there's a lady that answers the door with him.
Yes. But we know it's the husband because the guy knocks on the door and says the same last name.
Yes, yes, he does. Setting up.
It might come back.
It might come back. But this package is in Russia. And you know what else is in Russia?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks,
Yeah,
whose name is Chuck.
it is. But we're not there yet
We're not there yet.
because we get another delivery. We follow another package to a delivery to what appears to be a diner or a restaurant. And then we see this little kid start hauling tuchus
It's an appropriate use. Yes, Holland took us.
to a FedEx office where Chuck is
Yep.
giving a speech. The
He
kid
is.
delivers this package and he gets rewarded with a Snickers bar, a CD player, and an Elvis CD. Which, if that doesn't date this movie, do you see the size of those Snickers bars? They haven't made candy bars that big in years.
Not unless they're called king size.
Even the king size aren't that big anymore.
Really.
Yeah,
Everything's getting smaller.
and more expensive.
Yep.
Anyway, Chuck opens the package to reveal that it is a clock. And
He calls
it
it an
took
egg timer,
an
which
egg timer.
looks like a pretty heavy duty egg timer.
Right. But he mailed that out to himself and set the timer and it took 87 hours to get from Texas to Russia.
Yes. And he says that is abysmal.
Yeah, unacceptable. He said the universe was created in less time.
Yes, he
There's-
he is he is a FedEx coordinator. He is in Russia to get the plant up and going,
and he
basically, or to
l-
not get it going, to get it going at FedEx speed.
right, they are dropping the ball on their FedEx delivery timing and he is not happy with it.
Yes, they're not making their FedEx guarantee.
Right. And so now it is time to get to work because they got to load some trucks and they got to get things going. And we get to see Chuck in action.
Yep,
And he is a go getter.
he is a go getter, and he is inspiring and yelling.
Yes. He says, we must not commit the sin of turning our back on time.
Yes,
That's like his catchphrase. Now, I did not remember this intro at all.
oh really?
None of it. I briefly, once it happened, I briefly remembered the yelling in the factory. But other than that, nope. Nope. No idea. We met the lady in the beginning.
Yeah, I did not remember the lady in the beginning. I did not remember
The cowboy.
the cowboy. I remembered Russia and this whole thing. I didn't remember the bit after it, uh, at Christmas.
Yeah, so right now we're getting calling a lady named Kelly to a
Also,
little
I
piece.
feel also, I feel like people called him Jake through half the movie.
Who? Who
Chuck?
called him Jake through half the movie?
I don't know, other
Wilson?
FedEx employees.
No, you're mixing that up with something else. Anyway, but yeah, he's leaving a message for Kelly about coming home. We could deduce from that that Kelly's his girlfriend, and we are on a plane, and he is with his friend Stan, and they are eating bread, having some wine, and engaging in chit chat. Now,
Yes.
spoilers. This was interesting to take notes on because almost everything that is said during the dialogue in the beginning of the movies is irrelevant to the story.
Yeah.
And it was weird because I know what I mean,
Did you say is irrelevant to the story?
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's weird. It was weird to me or interesting to me while I was taking notes. Like, oh, do I got to write down what it's saying for plot points? And I don't because almost none of it comes back.
I mean, it's slice of life setup
Yeah, it
to
all it's character establishment, and that's all.
yeah.
And almost none of it's important except we find out that Stan's wife is sick.
Yep. We find out Stan's wife's sick and Chuck's like, "Hey, I know a guy," when they land.
Yep. Now they're at the airport, and this is when they're having more talks with Stan and Chuck. And Chuck's like, "Hey, I know a great doctor in Florida or something, and let me get you his number, and you know, we'll get your wife taken care of."
Yeah,
But yeah,
like a
it
buddy.
was like a buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just interesting. It's like be listening to dialogue and kind of not tuning it out, but just being like, they're literally just having dialogue to. I mean, small talk in a movie that's irrelevant. That almost never happens.
Right, right.
Like
I mean,
not
it
for
it
it does for like comedic effects or to
yeah,
move a
it get
scene
I mean,
along.
you're
Uh,
establishing the characters, moving the scene along, getting a setup to who these people are a little bit. There's and it I mean, it revisits it, but as far as, like, plot points and things of the movie, it yeah, you're right, it has nothing to do with anything.
yeah, it was
It
just
it's just life stuff.
yeah. I just found it interesting. Anyway, Chuck's now at Kelly's work, and with with the level that their relationship is at, I find it odd that he walks through there and no one recognizes him or knows who he is yet. Because he turns to a lady and he goes, "Oh, Kelly Frears," and the lady's like, "Oh, she's printing her dissertation."
Yeah.
Like with how long they've been together and established their relationship is, don't you think he'd be able to walk into a work and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, Chuck, she's back at the printer."
Maybe.
Well,
But, I mean, it's
especially I don't know, it drives the point home because, okay, so he goes and sees her at the printer and just kinda stops and stares at her, and she turns around and she's not even, like, excited to see him. She's just like, "Oh, hey, you're home."
yeah.
And it's like they've clearly been together long enough to where she's not excited to see him anymore. That that didn't come out
Like
the way I meant it, but,
it's
like
like, "Oh, you're back." That's better than, "Oh, crap, it's you."
Sure, sure. But I'm just saying, they've been together long enough to where they're both used to his work schedule. And
Yes.
so she's happy that he's back, but she's not it's not like when it's new. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Am I way over analyzing the dynamic of the relationship of Chuck and Kelly's workmates?
No, maybe. As you said a bit ago, a lot of this stuff doesn't make any doesn't have any
Doesn't
relevance
matter.
on the plot lately.
Not at all.
Uh, lately.
Anyway, we cut to late at night. Chuck's asleep on the couch. I think he's a tired guy.
He is. He travels a lot. He just came from Russia, and then he visited his girlfriend, and now he's at home sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, jet lag's got to be bad.
Yeah, from Russia.
With love,
Yep. And we don't even know where in Russia he was at.
the cold place.
Yeah. Oh, we know. We know where he was. Red
We
Square.
do, right? They say it.
They do.
But then we cut to Christmas dinner. We kind of they kind of do some pretty quick cuts to get the plot going.
Yeah. Christmas Eve dinner. Oh, one thing that is set up too is, and it's set up during the dinner too. He mentions it on the plane when he's coming back with Stan. That his tooth hurts. He needs to see a dentist.
Yes, thank you for mentioning that. I have it written down here, but I was gonna forget again.
And it comes up again at this dinner where he's like taking a bite of something and is like, "Oh, my face hurts," and somebody in the family's like, "Oh, did I forget the olive pits? I thought I got them all."
Aunt Janine.
Oh, good note taking.
I just threw a name. She looked like an Aunt Janine. Went with it, spoke confidently. Everyone will believe me now, except, if I cut this part out where I tip my hand. But
Yeah, yeah. Go Janine.
anyway, yeah, no, he's like, well, my tooth hurts. I need to see a dentist. And she's like, oh, okay. And yeah, see, tooth bugging him. But then we get that awkward marriage question from everybody. And apparently Chuck and Kelly had a bet going on when it would come up. Kelly had at pie time, and Chuck had before pie time. So Chuck wins
Yep.
the bet. And then he gets a page. And this is when I turned to Rachel and I said, I am so glad I don't have a job where I'm on call anymore,
Yeah.
because that was miserable.
Yeah, it can be.
And then we actually paused the movie to talk about how much I love my job.
That's good. I'm glad you like your job.
I am too. It is great. Yeah,
That is a plus. I enjoy my job as well.
it's a good job for you.
Thank you.
The elderly like you.
They do. It goes over well.
Yeah. And you get to build stuff for them.
Yeah. Manage a building,
Yeah.
all those good
Oh,
things.
all kinds of good stuff. But anyway, so we cut to them sitting together, rearranging their holiday schedule, because apparently there's a lot of package deliveries that happen around the holidays.
Yeah, it's kind of a thing.
Yeah. But he promises that he will be there for New Year's Eve.
Yes, that is she adamant
She,
about it. So you got to be here for New Year's.
yep. That's a non negotiable in her book.
Yeah.
Christmas, whatever. New Year's Eve, that's the one.
Yeah.
So we're at the airport again and they're exchanging gifts. And she gets him her grandfather's pocket watch with a picture of her in it. And it's his favorite picture of her. And I didn't really know that was a thing. Actually, I
People
didn't.
have your favorite pictures?
Yeah.
I mean, it was more of a thing when people actually had pictures.
No, because I have a picture of my wife that is, I think it's my favorite picture of her. And it's not a staged picture or anything like that. She was just hanging out in our room. And I
Okay.
was just looking at her from an angle I was at. It was just, her beauty was just captivating in that moment. So I took a picture of it, and it's still one of my favorites. Yeah.
Hold still. Click.
No, she wasn't even paying attention to me. Didn't even know I took a picture. It was great.
Like, just got to move fast.
We were both doing our own thing, and I just noticed,
Yeah,
took a picture of it.
that's good. That's a nice little gift. A picture and a pocket watch.
It is. It's better than the stupid things he got her.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't a great gift from on his part.
I mean,
Well,
to be fair, if she hadn't done, I mean, anything but the sentimental pocket watch with the picture in it, his gifts would have been totally fine. She likes to. I mean, he got her a journal, a nice leather journal.
yeah, I like that one.
That's a nice one.
That
Hand
is.
towels, dumb.
Yeah, not great.
A pager, dumb.
Definitely not great.
The Russian dolls from Russia, though, that's pretty cool.
That's cool. The journal and the Russian doll, the Russian nesting dolls were both pretty cool. It's like, hey, I was just in Russia. I got this for you.
Yeah, and they're blue, like
Yeah.
Russian nesting dolls from like directly from Russia. That would be cool. Hint, hint, Russian listeners, maybe. You know,
Yeah.
just saying.
Send us a Russian nesting doll.
If you're in the area, if you're not busy, if you like us, just saying.
Are we popular in Russia?
It's like our third or fourth most listened to country.
Okay.
I think it's fourth.
Sure.
I don't either.
Okay.
But yeah, so he leaves to get on the plane. And they kind of have that moment of like, I wish I wasn't going and I wish you weren't going. And
Yeah.
then she's like, oh, you forgot the keys. And he goes, oh, did I? And so he comes back and gives her the keys. And then he gives her a ring sized box
He
that's
does.
wrapped up.
He's like, here's another present that's probably not a good present for car time, but
And she's like, oh, no, I don't know what to do with this. And it's like, oh, well, hold on to it and open it on New Year's.
yep.
He's not much for the romance.
No, not particularly. There's no time for romance. He's got a schedule to keep.
That's right. Now we're on the plane.
He says, bye, see you in a little bit.
He says, I'll be right back.
Be right back. The line. Be
Yep.
right back.
And then we're on the plane and we get a little turbulence. We meet Albert,
Yes, we do.
who he keeps calling Alan,
He does.
and does not get
Alan.
corrected.
He does not. You don't correct the boss.
But he takes his shoes off. That might come back.
We learned that from John McClane. Take your shoes off on the plane.
Why do you take your shoes off on the plane?
Was to kind of ground himself, squish your toes.
Okay.
That is not the thing at all, actually.
No?
The guy next to John McClane was saying, "Hey, when you get to where you're going, take your shoes off, squish the carpet in your toes, kind of reground yourself. Good relaxing technique."
Okay.
He's just tired and takes his shoes off.
Right. He's getting comfortable. He flies a
Yeah.
lot and he's settling in for a plane ride, but we're getting some turbulence and he's kind of in the way.
Yes. Well, he he's on he's on a FedEx freight plane. So
Yeah.
one of the planes that takes all the packages that goes from one area to the other area, out of the hub from basically hubs. All the packages go to one place, get on a plane, go to the next place, and they get dropped off and dispersed. So back in the day, you could get passage on some of these planes sometimes, and he's riding in the kind of the jumper seat. Fun
Yeah.
fact:
Yes.
there is a flight museum, Boeing Flight Museum, in Washington, that has kind of it has a FedEx plane that kind of shows what these uh, big plane storage planes look like on the inside. It's kind of split in half. You get to see it. It's kind of cool.
That's neat.
Yeah.
But we realize that there's a storm coming in. They've lost communication. Chuck asks where they are, and the pilot's like, somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. Ha 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 ha. And then Alan is like, hey, it's going to get bumpy. Why don't you go buckle up? And Chuck's like, you're right. I should go to the bathroom and wash my face.
His name's not Alan.
Uh, we don't know any different right now.
But yes, Chet goes to wash his face because that's exactly what he told him not to do.
Yep. And so yeah, there's more turbulence a brewing. Yeah, and this scene,
It's terrifying.
yeah, cuz it's not it's so jarring.
Yeah.
'Cause he's in the bathroom, everything's calm and peaceful and like you each time like I rewound it and it was like I thought I'd missed something cuz it's just suddenly he's ripped out of the bathroom.
I mean, they're in a storm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they
but it's
they
like
wanna make this gotta
it's
stand
not
out.
It's not loud. There's no build up to it. It's just all of a sudden they're in trouble, like
Yeah.
serious trouble. And it goes from like peaceful to chaos in like I said,
It's like
I thought I missed something.
yeah, like there was a jump cut or something, like, what happened? I'm
Yeah.
missing a piece.
Right. And then oh yeah, so we're going down. This plane is crashing.
Yeah.
And they get Chuck buckled in and his oxygen going. Then he unbuckles and gets up for the stupid pocket watch, and that gets Alan killed.
I mean, it gets him hurt.
Dude, that dude's bleeding out of his face bad.
He is. He is. But I feel like he was still alive when they went in the water.
He was still alive when they went in the water. But if he wasn't injured, maybe he would have been able to fare better.
True. Yeah, that is entirely possible.
Might have had a chance. But anyway, speaking of water, Chuck gets his pocket watch, doesn't think to put his shoes on, but we hit the water. I glossed over it, but Alan gets him the
Yeah.
raft. A
Yep.
raft. Yep.
Hands him a
So
raft.
yep. So we're underwater, plane's filling up, the roof rips open.
The roof is on fire.
Uh, Chuck ignites he pulls the little pull tab to inflate the raft, and all his supplies get caught, so he loses his supply bag, which that's a bummer.
Yeah, it is a bummer.
But he surfaces
Yeah, he gets drug up to the surface.
and he climbs into that raft and almost gets eaten by the engine.
Yep. Then almost gets exploded by the engine.
Yep, gets knocked back off the raft, makes his way back up, gets on and holds on for dear life.
Yes. It
And
is at this point
yes,
I realized there's no soundtrack. There's no music. There's no nothing.
no, no, there's
Uh,
not. Did you have more?
I was gonna say something more about that. We
But
can no, we can say it now. It's at this point I realized there was no music. It was just the sounds of the ocean, everything, and we do not get music again in this movie for 77 minutes.
no, we don't.
No, there is no soundtrack at all while he's on the island,
No,
or musical score while he's on the island.
no, there's not.
It
That's
is
it.
just the ocean and animal sounds
Yes.
and
So
wind.
and so this part, because then right here, the screen just goes black and you just hear rain.
Yep.
And so this whole plane crash scene is I mean we've seen plane crashes in other movies before, And
Yes.
this one is by far the most chaotic because I found myself like moving around and like squinting at the screen and leaning in and like scooting back to try to gain my own bearings on what's happening. So this part did a very good job at unsettling you, keeping you lost, and keeping you kind of panicked along with Chuck.
Yeah. I
It
mean, it
go ahead.
it it was a transition point from what was looking to be a poor romantic comedy or poor poor drama movie into this.
Yes.
Not a poor movie. I mean, it was they were fine, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, a
You
movie about a
you
FedEx guy.
yeah. Like, oh no, this is a movie about a guy who works too much. He's got to settle down and figure things out. Nope, he's in the water.
Yep. And so, yeah, we hear nothing, we see nothing but a black screen and rain.
Yes, and that would be terrifying.
And it I mean, it really shows you what it's like to be lost at sea.
Yeah, and the ocean is terrifying.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I mean, riding on the ferries from Seattle across to Kingston. That's scary looking over the edge and just thinking about. And that's just the sound.
That's just what's down there.
Yeah,
What's below you? What eldritch horror is in the ocean to snap up? Anyway,
a thought I didn't need. But yeah, we see he pops on a rock, and we get
yeah,
some lightning that sets where we are, like, and that's the only lighting we get is lightning flashes, which is sorry, it's brilliant. That is a brilliant move right there.
yeah. To not have the scene lit traditionally, it's you get lightning flashes that show where he's at, what's going on. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, he's hunkered down in the raft still, in and out of consciousness.
yep.
Half the raft is deflating.
Makes his way to the island.
Yeah,
We kind of cut to see that his raft is floating towards shore, so he does end up getting it off the rocks and headed
yeah.
towards the island. Um, but yeah, it's morning and he is at shore.
It is morning. He's at shore. Fun fact about
Yes,
this island. This island was in Fiji.
is it?
Yes. Uh, and this island was a sacred island, so there's nothing built on it. And they had to get permission from the family of the people that all live in the area. About 80 people in the tribe that had to give them permission to film there, and they're like, "Yeah, let's do it." Um, so they came down to see the shoot every so often to watch them film a little bit.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Another fun fact: they filmed this movie. It took them 2 years to film this movie.
Okay.
They filmed this part on the island up until a certain point, and then they went away for a year, about 18 months actually, uh, so Tom Hanks could get into shape for the second half of the island scenes.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't look that up. Rachel and I were talking about it, and we had pieced together just on our own guessing that Tom Hanks had lost all the weight to prepare for the movie, and they filmed the second half first and then filmed the first half.
Nope, they they did it the other way. He kind of stopped exercising, ate a little bit extra, got a little pudgy. He said he's like, I want to be kind of the little average 40-year-old guy for the movie, um,
Okay.
and basically kept that for the start of the movie, and then they end filming at a certain point, and then we'll get there. But there's a 4-year jump. And that is 18 months later. They started filming this scene after he did a bunch of exercise, lost about 55 pounds.
Yeah, he actually hurt himself doing that, didn't he?
Maybe I didn't see that anywhere.
Okay, I thought I had read that he had didn't lose the weight right, and him being diabetic, he gave himself some problems
Oh,
preparing for the role.
did
I
not
could be wrong
realize
though.
that. But also, this movie was Tom Hanks's idea for a movie. He
Yes.
came to Robert Zemeckis and said, "Hey, I want to do a movie, stranded at sea movie, basically, like Robinson Crusoe or Gilligan's Island but more for modern uh, audiences and the modern times." So they
Okay.
developed it. They developed it together for Tom Hanks. Brought in the people that they all familiar working with, the guys from Apollo 13 and everything. It kind of did Zemeckis's crew, basically.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
But yeah, we're on the island, and he's kind of going over what he's got.
which isn't a lot.
Checks. No, he's got the pocket watch. He's got a broken pager,
Yep.
and he starts seeing packages washing up. And so he starts picking those up.
Yep.
and collecting those.
The
And
model
then we
FedEx
just
employee just protect the
that's right,
packages.
at all costs. But no, we get a lot of time of him. He's walking around as he's picking up packages, and he's kind of exploring the island, yelling for help, just in
Yep,
case there's anybody around.
yep. You gotta do. I mean, looking at the island, like, yeah, there's no one here, but you still gotta.
Still gotta try.
Yeah.
He writes help in the sand, puts up a lousy shelter.
Pleh? What's pleh?
Heppel.
It's held backwards so the helicopters can read it from the sky.
Oh, what was that from?
Friends.
That's right.
They-
That sounds like a Joey thing, but I
it,
don't remember them being stranded on an island.
no, they were stranded at a rest stop on their way up to the, I guess, mountains for skiing,
That's right.
and the car ran out
Pleth.
of gas
Right.
because helicopters will find them. Um,
There's a lot of things wrong with that sentence.
yeah, he keeps hearing thudding too.
Yeah, so we cut to nighttime and starting to hear this is when he hears the thumps for the
Yeah.
first time. And he is well, that's an unsettling thing to hear
Oh yeah.
because yeah, just thinking about it, like to put yourself in that perspective, it's pitch black. Like he doesn't have like we see more than he can.
Yeah.
And so he's
Yeah.
just
Also, fun fact:
yes.
a lot of the night stuff was shot during the day and overlaid with a filter in post production.
Okay.
Which I mean, they did a great job. It didn't look weird at all.
No, it I totally believed that they were filming him at night.
Yeah, but it made it easier that way, so I didn't have to try and do lighting and stuff for the shots. They just put the overlay on it, like, okay, it looks nice.
Yep. But we are the next day. He makes a new help writing because his first one got washed away.
Yes, because they didn't know where the tide line was.
Yep. And now that was actually important because that gave him a good idea on how high up the tide comes,
Yes, yes,
roughly. Because
important knowledge.
it'll change a little bit based on the season.
Yeah, based on the season and the position of the moon.
Yeah. But yeah, he's getting more packages together. We finally revealed that the thumping he's hearing is coconuts falling, so he starts gathering coconuts, and now he's got to figure out how to open them.
He does. Um, Fun fact:
Yes.
while doing the getting ready for this movie, some of the crew went to a like a survival training camp to learn some of these skills and try and survive on their own with the help of some survivalists, basically, kind of showing them what to do, kind of how to survive, helping them through it, but letting them, but like kind of coaching them, but letting them do it. Like, okay, you need a shelter, do this, or how are you going to figure this out? What are you going to do? Um, and this part right here is something they had to come up with because while they were doing the survival training, how to get into a coconut, and the guy writing it and the crew figured it out and added it to the movie
Yeah, it's a fun little scene of him like chucking him at rocks and like trying going through the whole thing.
because those things don't open unless you open them right.
Yeah, they are difficult, but he eventually gets it open and spills all the water everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. He figures out that he can't just crack it open. One of the rocks he has is like a shale almost that splits and turns into like a blade. So he's able to cut the outer shell, pull the fibrous outer shell off, and then crack the coconut open, and all the coconut water goes everywhere.
Right, and then the next one we see he does kind of the same thing, and then he's got like a pointy rock that he's like drilling through one of the eyes,
Yep, the weak point.
the weak
Got to
point,
kind of
and then so he's learning how coconuts work.
yep, and that's part of this whole journey of the movie too is learning to survive with him.
Yeah, it is. It very much is. And like you said, there's no music or anything. It's just sounds of beach.
Nature, beach, nature, wind. Um, 'Cause after this movie, there was a lot of survival shows started kicking up.
Oh yeah, that is right around the time. I wonder if this
Also,
inspired that.
probably. Also, what this movie inspired was applications for FedEx. Applications increased by about 30% after the release of this movie.
Wow,
Yeah.
you were one of them.
No. I mean, I got hired after the movie, but it had nothing to do with me um, applying for it. I was still in high school when this movie came out. I was working at Taco Bell.
Oh, I got the recipe for their Baja sauce
Oh yeah,
that they discontinued in 2014. I'm gonna make it.
nice.
I just figured out how to make Big Mac sauce. It's so good.
Just Thousand Island dressing.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you the recipe. Anyway,
Okay.
so After that little sidebar.
The little sidebar of comedy that we're trying to throw into this depressing movie.
Spoilers!
The dramas are hard to make funny.
It's a comedy.
Oh. Okay.
It's got funny parts.
That makes it a comedy?
Sure. This might be the first movie I picked for the podcast. It's not a comedy.
You picked Forrest Gump, that's not a comedy.
It's funny.
It's funnier than this.
You're funnier than
That's
this.
good.
Anyway, he goes for a walk to see what's around, and this is not a nice island.
It is not a nice island.
We get cliffs. He does find a nice cave,
Yeah,
and then we find a package with the wings on it that we saw in the beginning of the movie.
we do. There is
And
another winged package.
yes, and if you were paying attention, you would have figured that out. The first time I seen this, I did not.
Oh,
But I was also 12. 13?
I don't know. You may have picked up on it back then.
14? 14, maybe 6. 14.
I was
December
8.
2000. I would be 14. Yes.
Yeah.
I was 14. I was stupid. Thank you. Anyway, here we go. We're back at camp, and he is making. Oh yeah, as he's walking around, we see his feet are bleeding in the water, which that's
I,
awesome.
yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. The mean part of the island was that the thing's full of rocks that will cut up his feet, and they do.
And they do because he
They
don't
cut
have
those up
shoes,
pretty bad.
and so he makes foot coverings out of his pants to go through the forest and climb a small mountain.
Yes.
We're really getting
He
a look at
he
what?
uses the blade of the stone that he made when he was cutting open
Yes.
the coconuts to cut up his pants because he doesn't have a knife.
Yep. And then we get a really good look around at this island, and there is nothing.
No, no, there is nothing. He is proper stranded with proper nothing.
Yeah, and we don't even really get to see the inside. What's in the forest? Like the island is mostly forest,
It is. It is. But he wants to
and
stay out close to the beach just in case boat
yeah,
signal
no,
something.
no, that's the right call.
Yeah.
I just there's nothing. We don't see any. We never see him go in the woods except for this the trek to the mountain that he climbs. But while he's up there, he takes a look around and he sees someone in the water.
He does. Uh, get a little bit of hope, right? Like, hey, there's
I,
another person.
yeah, but yeah, so we cut to him running out there, and we see that this man is long gone.
Yeah.
And he flips him over and hopes that he might still be alive, and that's a big nope.
Nope. Yep.
And he
Big nope.
drags him to shore, steals his shoes, searches them for supplies, finds his wallet,
Yep.
figures out that he's been calling him Alan, but his name is actually Albert.
Yeah. Yeah. This is Alan.
Yeah, it's Alan. We
Albert.
find out it's Albert.
Albert Allen.
Albert R. Miller. So he
Uh,
takes a picture of his kids. That's weird. That needs more setup. Albert has a picture of his kids in his wallet, and Chuck looks at that picture, puts it in his breast pocket as he puts him in a hole in the ground. Some might
yes.
call it a grave.
It is a grave
Yes. And
because he
so
makes a marker.
he does make a marker and buries him. He's not much for words though, so he just kind of stands there and looks at the hole and goes, "Well, okay then.
When
What do you say about a guy whose name you didn't even know?"
yeah.
But now we're
Ashes to
back at camp.
ashes, dust to dust. Lay you inside the earth's crust.
No. No. What? That's we're back at camp. He's got new shoes. He cut the toes off of them, but they work.
Yeah, we when he's taking his shoes off, we realize they're smaller than his feet. So he has now cut the toes out so he
Yep.
can wear them as a shoe-ish.
But Albert also had a flashlight.
He did. And it still worked because it's one of those nice LED ones.
Yep. And then we cut to him going potty, and he just kind of kicks dirt on it when he's done.
Like a cat.
No, cats are more. It's pretty chaotic. He's just kind of like willy nilly, just kicking.
He's still figuring things out.
He is. He's
He'll
getting
bury it later.
sure, but he gets water from a leaf, and then starting to figure out how to start collecting water for himself.
Yep, pouring it off of leaves into coconuts.
Yep. And then he realizes that he needs to try his hand at spearfishing, and he is not good at it.
He is not good at it, no.
Yeah, this it's a lot of
Painful.
short scenes in this.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of him trying things, him trying to figure things out, him trying to survive, him surviving.
Yeah. 1 second.
Moose.
Yeah, him trying to survive. Him surviving, yeah, like you said. Something funny? What?
I couldn't hold it together. Okay, we're good.
Shit. What?
I I I said something while you went away, and I couldn't keep a straight face.
Aw. What?
You'll hear it when you edit.
Is that one of those?
It wasn't anything important. It just I went, "Moo
Moo?
moose."
Moose?
I don't
So he's surviving. And we cut to nighttime. And he's having a potty break and he's gonna go pee in the ocean. And we see a boat in the distance.
where fish go too. But yeah, yeah, he's he sees a boat in the distance, little red light blinking.
Yeah. And he's trying to signal it.
Could be the Orlando.
Now, I have a question. So
Okay.
it doesn't work to signal the boat.
No. No, no. By all means, no.
Do you actually mean to tell me that this is the only time in 4 years that a boat comes close enough to be seen from this?
No, probably not. He's probably seen a few other boats here and there.
They just never stop for him. He doesn't signal them.
He's not able to signal them. Maybe he misses the boat. He doesn't see it. Maybe it goes on the other side of the island.
Hmm.
Maybe it's not in a shipping lane,
Oh,
so
they had to like go.
you
They had
don't
to
get
go
a lot
around
of
to avoid a storm or something, like the plane did.
yeah.
Okay. So he sees it. He tries to signal it. Signaling it doesn't work. It's morning time. He still sees it out there,
Yep.
and he gathers his stuff. He jumps in the raft and he hauls Tookus.
Yep. He's like, I'm gonna swim out the many
I'm gonna
many many miles.
I'm gonna catch this boat on my little raft.
Yep, that's his plan.
It's a good plan.
He sees hope. He's going for it.
Yep. And he gets wrecked.
Yeah, it doesn't go well.
No, he gets beaten up by the waves. The raft pops fully.
Yep.
He gets slammed against the coral reef.
Yeah, messes his leg up.
Yeah. And he
He's not
washes
in good
back to
shape.
shore. I think at this point it kind of clicks for him that he's like, okay, I gotta change the way I'm doing things. And so you can see, oh, you can almost see the switch flip in his brain
Yeah, yeah.
at
As
this
opposed
point.
from I just gotta be here till they find me a couple days. Like, oh, this is gonna be a while.
Right. And so he's patching himself up. The storm comes in. He makes his way over to the cave for shelter.
Yeah, because his raft shelter's dead.
Yep. He drinks some cave water that looks delicious,
Yeah,
and he falls asleep with the flashlight on.
he does. He does, and um, we see it slowly start to fade, which I think it doesn't just do it within the what 5-10 seconds that we watch it. I think that's
No, it's a significant passage of time.
yeah significant passage of time, um, indicating that it's dying over the night.
Right. But we cut to next day. Flashlight's toast, and his leg's in bad shape.
Yep,
And he's looking at it, and
not a good morning for I was gonna call him Tom, but his name's
his name
Chuck.
is Tom, but it's stuck in the movie. Yeah. But yeah, now he's like, all right, I gotta settle in and survive because where he goes back to his main spot on the beach, and he's opening packages.
Yep,
And he's seeing what's in there that he can use to his advantage.
and there's some good stuff. There's no not so good stuff.
Yeah, someone's getting divorced. That's too bad.
Yeah, well, not anymore. You don't have the paperwork. It doesn't happen.
But we see the package with wings on it, and he decides he's gonna save that one to he's not gonna open that one, which is
Yeah.
good because he needs it. He has that one package that he has to deliver, so that's his motivation to stay alive.
Yes, that is part of his motivation to stay alive.
Yep, but he gets to work. He actually makes a decent bandage for himself, gets himself patched up proper this time, and now he's working on his survival stuff.
So in the packages that he opened, um,
Yes,
we got a volleyball.
yes,
We got a pair of ice skates.
yes,
We got a dress with a good amount of
yes.
tulle on it.
Divorce papers.
Divorce papers. Um, but those three things are the main things that come out of
Right, that they show us.
the packages that they show us. because he uses the ice skates
As his knife.
as his new knife.
Yeah.
As we see in a little bit, he also uses the tool on the dress as a net for fishing.
Yep. Yep. So yeah, he's fishing with the net. He's set up a lot better than he was.
Yeah, he's got some actual things to work with, or
Yeah, he's
little more, a little help,
right.
basically.
And he's catching some food. He catches a crab, and we find out here that you have to cook a crab because the inside it's liquid
Yeah,
until it's
which
cooked.
is yeah, which isn't great.
No. And plus raw undercooked shellfish will kill you
Yeah,
so
uh,
fast.
he also eats a tiny fish.
Yeah, sardine. And he doesn't like it. So
No,
he's like, I
fun
should
fact:
make fire. What?
there was a
What's
little
up?
robot fish.
He ate a robot fish?
The fish was a robot. He popped it in his mouth and pretended to chew it. He
I
didn't
thought he
really eat the robot fish.
oh. I thought they just had a sardine that he swapped out.
No, no animals were harmed in the making of this. They're all robots.
Really?
Yes.
That they did a good job. But yeah, he needs fire.
Yeah, he realizes he needs to cook.
And it's not going well, but he takes a great break to eat a coconut, and we see that his um, tooth pain is getting worse. But yeah, so before, then we backtrack a little bit. He is doing the spindle type of fire, trying
Yes.
to, you know, basically spin it to get it to heat up.
Yeah, the Boy Scout method. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not really working well. So then he takes a break, eats a coconut. We see his tooth still bugging him, and while he's eating the coconut, we see as he's like kind of scraping it, he looks at it and he goes, "That would probably be easier to get friction faster instead
Yes.
of
Yes.
spinning it to rub it back and forth."
Yeah. So he switches up his method.
Yep, and he's going to town on this. So he is giving it his all to get this fire started as quick as possible.
Yes, he is. He is. Like you said, going to town on it. He's giving his all.
And his stick breaks.
He's rubbing the stick on the other stick. But yeah, breaks. Slices his hand open. He's bleeding everywhere.
And he snaps.
Yep, he's angry.
And he yells and he grabs the volleyball and throws it. And I'm surprised he held it together this long.
Yeah, he was trying,
Yeah.
but it kind of
Yeah. Well, I think he didn't snap before because he still had that hope that they were going to find him soon.
yeah. Well, at this
And
point, he's hungry. He's thirsty. He needs fire. He's cold, and now his hand is all sliced up.
yeah. And everything he tries, he just ends up hurting himself.
Yeah, his leg is messed up. His feet are messed up. You can see him hobbling to he's limping on his way to the ocean to wash his hand out.
Yep. And then he looks at the volleyball and sees it kind of looks like a head.
Yeah, yeah. His little handprint on there made a face or made a
Yep.
head.
It was close to a
Little,
face. So,
yeah, the little where you pump it up with air is like dead center of it, like nose.
yep. And so he gives him a little face. Fun fact.
Okay.
The actor that plays Wilson got his start in the volleyball scene in Top Gun.
You're funny.
Thank you.
But yeah, he makes a little face on him, calls him Wilson because it's a Wilson volleyball. Um, and fun fact,
Yeah.
the actor that played no, fun fact, when they were doing all the survival training before the movie, getting everything done, one day a volleyball washed up on the beach, and the guy grabbed it and was like, "We're going to call you Wilson," and started talking to it while he was trying to do these things. And that ended up being in the movie because the movie wasn't written yet when he was doing all this. He was doing the research to do it, to write the movie, and he ended up adding Wilson as the character. Um, and the saw an interview with some of the survivalists that were there. It was like, hey, that was great that he had the thing to talk to. It kept his sanity, and then we took Wilson and kicked it all over the island. Who knew this little joke thing that we had going on would be in the movie and actually be something important and great. So it was yeah, it was inspired by the research part of it,
That is a fun fact.
or
But
taken directly from the research part of it.
yeah, but yeah, he makes Wilson a nice little place to sit to watch, and he gets back to his fire making, and he starts introduces himself to Wilson, and
Yeah, I'm watching this and like, "Oh, look, he made himself a little friend." He's kinda wary of his little friend right away. He just kinda he's looking over at him.
well, it's one of those things where it's like he made himself a friend, and then he's looking at him and he's like, "Do I talk to it?"
Yeah, yeah. And then he asks it for matches.
Which is great. Great
Yeah,
icebreaker. Oh, that him and Wilson become fast friends.
yeah. Also, fun fact,
Yeah,
hang on, I think I made a big noise with my
you
punching the
did.
mic. Also, fun fact, you're just gonna keep that all in, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like, um, like Chewbacca in the Star Wars that we talked about, Wilson had lines.
Yeah,
So, Tom Hanks had something to play off of what Wilson would be saying, so to make the conversations more, coherent or
believable.
yeah,
But we get him I like how he doesn't just get lucky with the fire. Like, there's steps involved. There's
there
trial
is.
and error. And so, like, he starts to get a little bit of smoke and it goes right out and he goes, "The air got to it." And he's like, "Oh, the air got to it." And so it splits the thing and you got the air coming up from underneath. And so
Yep,
he's
he digs a little trench so it gets the airflow.
Yep, yep. And so he's just improving on the thing, and he finally gets it. He finally figures it out, and now he's got a big old bonfire.
Fun
And
fact,
he's yes,
the when they were doing the research part of beforehand when it took the guy like he spent a day and a half trying to get fire going, trying different ways, so that kind of all fed into this as well. So that whole learning process is what kind of dictated how the movie was written.
okay, yeah. He's got a big bonfire. He's singing. He's celebrating,
Yeah,
which
yeah, he
which
puts
you
a big
would.
old put a big old bonfire on the beach so anybody can see him. He starts lighting a palm frond
I was
that
trying to just
starts
to light the whole island on fire.
raining sparks on him, and I didn't want to pull a Elizabeth Swan.
Yeah. Well, you burn the island down. There goes all your resources.
Yeah, you either get saved right away or you die because you killed everything.
I don't know. That's a pretty sizable island. If that thing goes up in flames, they're checking it. Maybe,
Probably
maybe not. Maybe that island's on fire. Oh well, too bad for that island.
lightning must have hit it during the storm. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, a bonfire is a lot more noticeable. Anyway, so he's cooking his food now and eating it, and he looks happy, and he's chatting with Wilson.
Yeah, he says crab's the way to go.
Yep. And he goes, "I couldn't eat coconuts anymore." And he says, "Coconut milk is a natural laxative." That's something Gilligan never told us, which I
Yeah,
like the Gilligan's Island reference.
I do too.
But we cut to him in the cave now, and him and Wilson are going over his situation.
Yeah, he's laying it out for Wilson what happened, what's going on, and everything.
And then he's calculating the math of it all.
Yeah,
And it's just an estimate. He doesn't know exactly how far he is. But he's thinking the search zone to find him would have to be 500,000 square miles.
twice the size of Texas.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because it's great because he lays out the map. He's like, "This is where we lost radio contact. This is where they think we went. Hang on. So this is where we lost radio contact. This is where we think they. This is where they probably think we went down, but we went around to avoid the storm. So we're this far south, and
Who knows how long he drifted for?
exactly. So he's like, "Eh, we're yeah, looking in an area twice the size of Texas for one dude."
Yeah. Yeah, it's grim. But the next day, we see his tooth is more and more of a problem. And now he's got an abscess coming
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, it's not looking good. It is painful.
Yep. He's having a lot of trouble with it.
Yep. He's using one of the skates as a mirror too, because it's got a nice little shiny reflective surface.
Yep. And yeah, that's pretty much all that scene does. And then we're back in the cave, and he's talking to Wilson while he's drawing on his wall.
Putting cloth gauze on his tooth.
Yep. And now he's
Trying to
he's trying to draw Kelly.
Yeah. Like it looks better in person.
Yeah, no kidding. But we get action. He is going to remove his tooth.
He is. He can't take it anymore. He needs to get this tooth out. Otherwise, this would probably kill him if he didn't.
It would. It would absolutely kill him, and it would not be a fun way to go.
No, it would not.
And so he gets an ice skate and a rock and smashes it into his face.
Yes. Which we see the tooth come loose. We see him fall. We see him land.
And then it's 4 years later.
And then it's 4 years later.
So he successfully got his tooth out because he didn't die from infection.
Yes, that is correct. And at this point, because I didn't remember the movie that well. I remember parts of it, but when he landed, I'm like, "Oh no, the fire's gonna go out, and you're gonna have to try that whole thing again." And then it cut to 4 years later. I'm like, "Oh, we're good."
Yep. And it's a nice intro. 4 years later, and you get the spear going right through the fish. So he's definitely gained some aptitude for spear fishing.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, this is shot 18 months after the last bit,
Yep.
so he is in
Noticeably,
in proper desert island or deserted island.
he's much thinner, but he's also very toned.
Yes, yes,
But
because he's been eating nothing but fish, shellfish, coconuts,
yeah.
and being as physical as he possibly can.
So we see him catch a fish. We see him eat the fish. We're in the cave at night. There's a storm, and we get kind of camera pans around the cave so we can kind of see how he's been living, things he's collected over the years, and all his art skills that have been growing.
Yeah,
Get a nice little calendar going up where he's been actually been marking.
yep. We don't have a fire. He's just sleeping in the dark cave.
Yep,
Lightning's lighting things up.
yep. So is he just like keeping kind of a low fire with like some hot coals going?
I
Like
don't
a
know because he ate the fish raw. I don't think he's doing fire a lot at the moment.
yeah, now that he knows how to make it.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's been kind of because yeah, he's just ate the fish raw. Um, so I think he's just kind of. I mean, and you can tell he's depressed too.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
No,
But now it's we cut to morning and we see kind of more of the cave
yeah, we
and
get a little more light.
he sees some and he hears something. And he's definitely gotten paranoid over the years.
Yeah, he
Like
has
he goes out with his spear and
seen what's
checks
going
out what
on.
the sound was and we see it's half of a porta potty.
It is.
And he's excited about this.
It's washing against the rocks with the waves.
Yep. And he sets it up upright and he's just staring at it. Him and Wilson are both staring at it.
Yeah, Wilson goes everywhere he goes.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's his best friend.
Almost goes everywhere he goes.
But yeah, so he's sitting there staring at it, and then a gust of wind comes and knocks it over, and he's looking at it, and he goes, "Huh, this'll work." And that doesn't really tell us what it'll work for, but in the next scene, we see him. He's burning. He's burning the wood to the palm trees to weaken them, make it easier to cut through.
Yeah, yeah. Since he doesn't have a good cutting utensil, like an axe or something, he's been having to hack through trees with the skate. So he's burning the base of it to weaken it to make it easier to cut through.
Okay, and we can deduce that he's making a raft.
Yes, yes, we can.
So he's probably gonna use that porta potty as a sail.
Now he does. That is not where my first thought went with it. With it,
Where did your first thought go?
I had no idea. I did not deduce that he would use this as a sail.
Oh, well, he's making rope now.
He is making rope. He's doing the calculations of how much rope he would need to build this raft and to take on the journey.
Right. So, yeah, the next scene is him mapping out timeline and resources. He's in the cave now and he's braiding the rope.
Yeah. Wilson's not helping, but
He's helping a little bit. No, actually,
he's just sitting there.
he's just kind of oh, and he's not being positive either.
No, he's not. But Chuck's explaining to Wilson the
The
rope
time,
math timeline.
yeah, he said time is short. It's going to be tight.
Yep.
And then,
Because he's got to make all the rope, then make the raft, stock the raft, get it ready, and then launch it in time so the wind's right.
yeah,
A lot of variables.
there are, there are,
He said he's got to leave at a certain time too, that he thinks is March. I think it was.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, he's short on time. Him and Wilson are arguing now. And Wilson reminds him where there's more rope, and he's like, "Yeah, but I don't want to climb up there again."
Yeah,
And he does. He goes up there
yeah, because he's been looking all over the island for
for the plants to make the lashings.
yeah, he's like, I've got it all. There's nothing left. I've scoured the island. There's nothing left. Wilson's like, well, there's 30 feet up there.
He's like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm not going up there."
You can't make me. Guess what he
And
does?
Wilson makes him.
Either Wilson makes him or he makes himself, but he goes back up.
Yep. And we get a very sad scene,
We do.
and yeah, he pulls up a dummy, and takes the rope off of said dummy
Yep.
and goes back down with it. And they're back in the cave.
He throws it in Wilson's face. He's like, "Look, I did it."
Yeah. And then they argue again. And they really heated argument. And Chuck yeets Wilson out of the cave.
He does. He just picks him up and tosses him right out.
Like, kicks him, punts him,
Boom.
punts him like a chihuahua.
That's here at the Watch It Bro podcast. We do not condone punting chihuahuas
That was merely just a joke.
for
No
comedic
animals
purposes.
for comedic purposes. Yes, we do not condone the punting of any animal. Chihuahuas are lovely creatures.
But you don't have to say that. They're
They're I
yappy
like Ren and
little
Stimpy.
Red Howick.
Anyway, we do not actually punt chihuahuas. It was merely just for a joke.
But Wilson has been yeeted outside.
Yes. And Chuck goes out and finds him.
Yeah, he starts to panic a little bit because he can't find him right away.
Yeah. And we see part of his face is washed off, and so Chuck puts his face back on.
Yep, which is something I'm sure he had to do several times over the last few years.
Probably.
Yeah, he's cut his hand. He's touching his face up with himself. Blood.
Yeah.
Blood.
So the next day, and we are prepping for launch. Trying to get final touches squared away, getting everything all prepped and ready to go.
What time is it? It's time for lunch.
What time is it? It's time for launch. Nice. But
Uh,
it's nighttime again. He's chatting with Wilson about hitting the ocean. Wilson asks him if he's scared, and he says, "Yeah, are you?" Wilson's scared too.
yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, nothing. Just yeah,
Oh,
Wilson's scared too. They're contemplating this, going over the plan.
yep. But it's the next day. Chuck is writing his a message on the rock saying he was here and a little love note for Kelly if he doesn't make it and they ever find the island.
Yep.
We find out he was there for 1,500 days,
Dang.
and we are off to sea.
The wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And wow. Chuck assures Wilson that he will handle all of the rowing.
Yeah, yeah. He just has to keep him company.
Yep. And it's going well. He seems to be making progress. He's getting through the waves.
And so we've got the side of the porta potty on there as a little house shelter.
Yeah.
It's like a triangular angle because it's a corner piece. We saw him in there painting the painting part of it as well earlier when he was building the raft. But if you look at it, it's the big flat raft thing with the little triangle porta
Right.
potty corner
It's
on
a
it.
shelter, which is smart.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, shelter. That makes sense. That would be something you would want on a raft.
Yeah, it would be keep out of the sun,
Yep. Keep out of the sun. You don't want that.
keep water off you in case it rains.
Exactly.
So yeah, he
And Wilson's got a little place where he sits and he's strapped to it on the edge of the
yep.
boat.
And so yeah, we're going through waves. The tides, I think the tide's going out at this point. He would have to.
Yeah. Yeah. Tide's going out.
And I glossed over it. That's the mistake he made in the his first attempt to leave, as the tide was coming in as he was trying to go out, and you're not going to beat those kind of waves.
Right.
And even then, like the waves are pretty bad here that he's fighting,
They are.
and he pops up the porta potty so it can double as a shelter and a sail, which is brilliant.
Yeah. So he hits it at the right time as it's going up over the crest wave, which from what I can tell, there's like this point where the waves get really high, where probably we're at the edge of the coral reef,
Yeah,
um, where the waves just get high, and that's where he failed before, um, and he was planning it out. So the sail pops up. We get a gust of wind because the wind was going with the. He had part of the dress still. That was part of a flag that he had, so he could know which way the wind was going.
yep, yep. Thought of it all.
Anyway, it helped propel him just enough to get over the crest of that wave, so they could continue on past that point into open ocean.
Right. So that's what that is. That called the shoreline or the um, tide
Is
line.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because the point where the tide starts to come into the island, or the current
Yeah,
goes towards the island, that'll take you in.
yeah.
Once you get past that, then you can travel. And you see him, yeah, he makes it past that point, and that now we get music.
Yes. Once he is free of the island, we get music again. Like
Yes,
I
and
said,
you
it was
see him,
77 minutes of this movie with no music.
and you can see he's almost sad to leave the island, and he's contemplating I don't know if he's contemplating going back, but he is that moment of here we go.
Yep. It was,
He will never see that island again.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, it has been at home for the last 4 years or so.
Yep.
Um, it was
Just
comfortable.
yeah. He
He
he knew he
knew.
could survive there.
Yep.
But we're winding down day one at sea, and from here we kind of get a passage of time. We see a whale.
Yep. The whale sees him.
It's a CGI whale.
It is.
It's not great.
No, no, it's not.
It's too bad.
It's not awful. The
No, it's
the
not awful, but
the darkness of the scene hides it a bit.
yeah, it does. But we're back at daytime. He's catching fish.
There's definitely worse CGI in the 2000s.
Yeah, he catches a fish. Now we're back
Yep.
to nighttime. We get a massive storm. He loses his sail and
Yep.
shelter.
It
His,
flies away. It just rips off and goes.
his shelter takes a beating. He's holding on to Wilson for dear life.
Yep.
And we're back to the good passage of time here because
Yeah.
it's you're not exactly sure how many days it's been in between events, but you
It
assume
feels
it's
like
more
he's
than
been up
just
there a while.
yeah, a few days, almost a week, I'd say at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point I'd say about a week.
And how yeah, speaking of how terrifying the ocean is, I brought that up when Rachel and I were watching it last night. It was like could you just imagine? Because you just see nothing but ocean around him, and he's on a raft barely his height in both directions,
Yeah, like a 6 by 6 piece of
barely held
wood,
together.
barely held together.
You're in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah. There's just space, emptiness all around you.
and you don't. I mean, and anything could take you out, could take that raft out, and then what?
Yeah. Raft breaks. You're SOL.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, you get rescued before those the wood gets waterlogged.
Yeah. Dragging it down to Davy Jones' locker.
Yep,
End up with old Bootstrap Bill.
sure. Why not? But yeah, we get to a daytime, and he is definitely out of steam, and the raft is in rough shape, and
Yeah, it took a beating
Wilson,
in that storm.
yeah, and Wilson falls into the ocean,
Yeah.
and he's drifting away, and the whale wakes him up, and he's desperately searching for Wilson, and he sees Wilson out in the water, and he goes for Wilson,
He does. And this is another
and
sad scene.
he doesn't have the energy anymore. He's trying with everything he can, and eventually he has to give up on Wilson.
Yeah. It's either get Wilson and die, because you'll lose the raft, or stay with the raft.
And he chooses to stay with the raft, and he says, "I'm sorry, Wilson." And this is the moment where many people cried over a volleyball.
You can say it like that, yeah.
No, it's so I
It
when preparing for a movies, there's a lot of movie reactors on the YouTube,
yeah.
and so sometimes I watch them to get kind of additional perspective.
Okay.
And so I watched a few Castaway ones, and there are people they're crying, and they're like, "This is so stupid! It's a volleyball."
I equate it to Bing Bong.
No, not with Bing Bong.
It's about the same.
It is. It's definitely his Bing Bong.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, he's on the boat. He's back on his raft. He's sad. He's crying.
He is wrecked.
He is. He
I
is
mean,
he
if
is
you think
distraught.
that thing has been his best friend for the last 4 years,
Yes.
and he's gone.
Yeah.
And I turned to Rachel at this point, and I was like, if you think about it, it's probably better for him that he lost Wilson because when the boat rescues him in the next scene, spoilers, could you imagine him showing up? Where's Wilson? How's Wilson doing? And they're just like, is that the volleyball?
He's got Wilson under his arm as he's walking through. Yeah.
Introducing him to people, and they're just like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, but that was a breaking point.
It was. I mean, you see him, he tosses his oars in the ocean and lets him go. He's given up.
He has. At this point he has given up. Um,
And then, yeah, we see him just laying on the raft. The whale wakes him up. He doesn't even move.
yeah.
And then we see a boat go by.
A big one.
Big old container ship.
Yeah, big old container ship.
And they see him and they signal to him.
Yep. And he kind of waves, reaches out to them.
And then we hear a phone ring and Kelly answers. And she's like, and she, I don't know. She talks
Yeah.
and
Like,
then
"Oh,
she
hey."
faints.
Because she knows
Hey,
who's it.
how?
She knows who it is,
Right. And then,
which I
yeah,
think it's Stan, right?
I think it is Stan.
But yeah,
And
then she faints. It just She goes down, and in the background, we see a dude and a kid,
Yeah. And how old do you think that kid is?
about 3, maybe 2.
Well, the kid wouldn't be 3. I was gonna say about 18 months.
Oh, okay. I didn't get a good look at it.
Her.
I didn't get a good look at her.
'Cause still in a high chair,
Yeah. Okay, about 18 months to 2 years.
and he's only been gone for 4.
Yeah.
It takes 9 months to make a baby,
Okay.
and she's married.
Yeah.
So are you catching the timeline on this?
Yeah.
So we're talking maybe a year after the disappearance, she's in another relationship,
Yeah.
married a year after that. No, less than.
Trauma relationship.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
didn't like that. Didn't like seeing that. Yeah, we get another 4 weeks later and Chuck's on a plane, which good for him.
Yeah.
I don't think you could get me on one after that. All right, we're gonna fly. No, we're not.
Yeah. Now part of it is they saw the interview, they talked about it. It's like, if he survives the plane crash, gets rescued in a few weeks, that plane crash, that'll terrify him, that'll live with him. But at this point, he's conquered the plane crash, he's survived, and now he's got a new chance at life. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, I probably
Yeah,
wouldn't be able to play it either.
I wouldn't be on a plane. I'm not getting on a plane. No, it's over land, so if we crash, you'll just explode. Uh,
Oh, okay.
cool. Fine, fine. But you can see he's definitely not happy about being on a plane.
No. And stands with him.
Stan is with him. We like Stan, and they talk,
Yeah.
and Stan kind of brings him up to speed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, so
This what's gonna happen.
lets him know what's going on.
You're gonna talk about the guy's gonna talk about stuff, smile, look happy to be back. You know, you know the drill. Play the
Yep.
part.
Kelly will be there.
Unless you don't want to see her, and he's like, "No, I do. I just don't know what to say to her." And then Stan's kind of prepping him, like, "Dude, she moved on.
It's like, yeah, we had a funeral for you. There was a casket.
Filled it full of Elvis CDs and pagers and things like that."
Yeah, it was
And
moving.
then we find
We
out
all cried.
that Stan's wife had passed away too.
Right. Yeah, and and Chuck felt bad. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry I wasn't here for you when you needed me."
And I'm going, you were kind of on a desert island, bruh.
Yeah.
Like plane crash. You kind of you don't really need to feel guilty about not being there. You were, you know,
Yeah.
you know. I knew you. Anyway, so yeah, Chuck's we're on the ground. We see the TV footage of the announcement that Chuck is found, I guess you'd say. Um
Yeah, yeah. The I guess it's probably the CEO of FedEx who was making this news uh, press conference things like, "Hey, we lost five of our family 4 years ago, uh, and today one of them came back.
yeah.
Yay! Welcome back, Chuck."
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, it's Chuck's kind of by himself in the break room, I guess, or wherever.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like like a game room, almost a break room. I don't know where they're at.
Yeah, I know Kelly's husband comes in, and that's
Yeah,
cool.
that's cool.
Sorry, was the sarcasm not thick enough there?
No, it wasn't. But,
Yeah.
yeah, no, because he's supposed to meet Kelly here,
He's
and
supposed to meet Kelly, and Kelly's little husband walks in.
he's like, "Hey, remember me? I'm a
Hey,
doctor."
I did a root canal on you five years ago. Now you probably wouldn't remember. And Chuck's like, yeah, no, I do. What are you doing here, dude?
He's like, "Oh, um,
Why do I care about who you are?
oh, uh, I'm Kelly's husband. She's not coming because she thought it would be weird."
She's having a really tough time. Like, I'm sorry for you, dude, but like, give it some time.
Yeah, she mourned you. She said goodbye.
We kind of have this thing going on right now. Like
Now
it's
we're kinda married with a kid, and it's just
yeah,
inconvenient.
yeah, you being here is just it's kind of a bummer for all of us.
Yeah, "Do you wanna go back to the island? That be good for you?
Anyway, I'm
You can get your
sorry,
new
but
volleyball?"
yeah, we're gonna I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
And then
Like, "This
yeah,
was
so
fun. Bye, Chuck.
yeah, so
Glad you're alive."
yeah, but he looks out the window and he's Kelly's there. And now I want your opinion on this scene
Okay.
because it looks like that she wants to go see him and husband dude's like, "Uh-uh."
A little bit?
Like like she was gonna go in, and he was like, "Well, let
Yeah.
me go in and just kind of prep everything, make sure everything's all good, and then I'll send you in there." And like he came out and he's like, "No, actually, you shouldn't go in there. He doesn't really want to see you or whatnot. You probably shouldn't go." I don't know. It probably
It
wouldn't be good.
it's weird, you shouldn't see him, I mean, you talk about him enough as it is, so
We find out how much here in a little bit.
yeah. Um,
Yeah, we cut to his party ending.
yep, there's a welcome back party for him, and everybody's all, "Welcome back, Chuck.
Yeah,
Sorry about the island thing."
and then
Yeah, you're
whoever catered his party
it's all the seafood?
should get punched in the nose.
"Hey, Chuck, you ready to joke about this yet?" "No."
Seafood buffet.
"Yeah. Are these shrimps bigger than the ones you had?"
I bet you didn't have crab legs like this where you were.
"These ones are Alaskan. They're not traumatizing at all."
Hey Chuck, look, fire. We're terrible people, maybe.
No, no, we're not.
But all those moments are kind of moments that he has. We just kind of put a comical spin on them because he does go over to the table and he picks up the crab legs and then picks up the lighter and lights it. And it's just kind of,
Yeah,
I think, reflecting on the ease of things in the modern world and everything we do take for granted.
yeah, yeah, that I mean, that's a precisely what.
And then we find that he still sleeps on the floor.
Yep, you can't get used to the bed. It's too soft.
Yeah,
It's like a cloud, you feel like you're gonna fall through it.
which I mean,
I'm putting words in his mouth.
Eventually, he'll adjust back, right?
Right, I mean, it's been a week, maybe 2.
Well, yeah, I guess. Anyway, we see a taxi driving in the rain. It goes to Kelly's house. It's Chuck. Chuck went to Kelly's house. She's waiting for him and invites him in.
Yeah,
He's snarky right out the gate, though.
he
I
is.
saw you. I saw you down at the hub, so I knew you were there. And she just kind of sidesteps that.
Yeah,
And yeah, they chat and they start catching. She just hugs him. She don't even. They just hug.
yeah.
And it's like, huh, I wonder what that's. You can just see he's confused at first, and then he's like, oh right, this great, yum.
Yum.
Yay is what I meant.
A yum hug.
Even know what that means.
I don't either,
It's
but
funny.
he's happy about it.
He's thrilled. I mean, that's probably his first real embrace in 4 years.
Yeah, they a bunch of people hugged him at the party.
Yeah, but that it was just kind of like, hey, this is
I
the
don't know, that
first like
first
hug. I don't know.
I'm sure Stan hugged him pretty good.
Yeah, Stan probably hugged him pretty good. Yeah, we saw them hug, didn't they?
Yeah,
Didn't we?
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah, okay.
But this
I
one's
don't know.
different. He's been waiting for this one for 4 years.
Yeah, he has.
He has not been waiting to hug Stan for 4 years.
No, no, he has not. Um, I like that he's. I mean, they're catching up. He's asking about her life now. We
Yeah,
find out that she did not end up getting her doctorate. She dropped out of school. She kind of just put everything on hold
went into
when
a
the plane went
depression.
down. Yep. And he's like, "Let me get one thing straight. We have a national football team now, and we have a national football team now, and they're in Nashville." And she's like, "Oh yeah, the Houston Oilers became the Tennessee Titans, and they went to the Super Bowl last year and lost by 1 yard. That's a bummer." But I'm a Mariners fan, so I know what it's like to lose.
Yeah.
Anyway, he,
Not
he
bitter about
returns.
this season at all?
My Dodgers won, so
The New
he
York
returns the
Dodgers?
pocket. What? Los Angeles,
I know.
and before that it was Brooklyn. So yeah, I guess New York, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, the Brooklyn Dodgers. Yes,
Anyway,
he returns the pocket watch.
and she's like, "I gave it to you. I want you to have it." And he's like, "It's a family heirloom. It should stay in your family." But I took the picture. Ha! I don't know if the ha was in there, but he took the picture.
I'm keeping the picture. It's the only thing I have left from the island.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe his loincloth.
I doubt he kept that.
Yeah, he had nothing from that. Anyway,
Might have, but yeah.
so yeah, she's like, "I want to show you something," and she takes him over to the maps, and she's like, "This is all the stuff I have from the day you went down until now," and it's out all over the dining room table, and it's like, "Oh yeah, no wonder the boyfriend or the husband's not too thrilled about this guy being back.
Yeah,
That flame is not out."
it is not.
And she yeah
It
goes
was
over
fine when
to
he was dead, but he's not dead anymore.
yeah until no. kind of movie. But yeah, we see that she shows where he was found, and we find out he had drifted 500 miles from his island
Yeah,
when they picked him up. So
which is
he was out at sea for a long time.
at least I would say 2 weeks ish, 2 to 3
Two,
weeks.
2 to 3 weeks. Yeah, no, it was a long, long time. And the boats weren't even searching anywhere near him
Yeah. No, it was
because they
that
had,
island wasn't even on their radar.
no,
Ha ha ha.
well, because they had gone 200 miles off course without um
Anyone knowing it.
anyone knowing it to try to
Yeah.
get around the storm. So yeah, he had no chance. That was yeah, they were never gonna find him.
No.
But then they go into the garage, and she still has their car. And we glossed over the thing with the taxi where he hands the taxi like a taxi driver a 10. He goes, "What'll this get me?" And he goes, "About 5 minutes."
He's like, "Okay.
It's like, okay, cool.
It's
And
been
she gives
longer
him
than
the
5 minutes."
oh yes, it has. And she gives him the keys.
She's like, "It's your
And
car
he's
now."
yep. And he's like, "Oh, that's great because my taxi left."
Yeah.
It's like you gave him a 10 spot. What did you expect? And then yeah, they smooch, which is not good.
No, it is not good.
And then he leaves, and she chases him down the driveway, and he backs up, and they smooch some more in the rain. And me and Rachel both went boo because she's married
Yeah.
and not cool.
No, but I
A
get it.
little bit, a little bit of understanding there, sure.
I
But
mean,
she's planning to RUNNOFT,
she has a yes, she has a moment where she's planning it. Well, not planning it, but the thought crosses her mind. They both get in the car.
and she's like, "What now?" And he's like, "You have to go home."
She's like, "Yeah, I know."
And they're both very apologetic. And she tells him that he's the love of her life, and it's all very sad.
Yeah,
And yeah, he sends her home.
he does.
And then we cut to I wrote Chuck in therapy, but he's talking to Stan because he's got liquor in his hand.
Yeah, yeah, he's just Stan's his emotional support friend.
Yep, and they're talking. And he's got a very
He can't do therapy with alcohol.
they don't like it when you do. But yeah, he's opening up to Stan. He's talking about his time on the island and the things he realized while he was there, and the things he's realizing now being back, and how sad he is that he's lost Kelly all over again, but he was so glad that she was there with him on the island.
Yeah,
And but he says he knows what he has to do. He has to keep moving forward because you never know what the tide is going to bring in. And now we're back at the road in the middle of nowhere from the beginning of the movie. Spoilers.
we are. We are. It's comes full circle.
Yep, and he is drinking water out of a bottle. He's bought another Wilson,
Yep, he's got a volleyball in his car seat,
and he's listening to some Elvis. And
and he still has the package.
he does, and he's delivering that package. And he's still one thing I glossed over is the attention to detail because they cut his hair back short,
Yeah.
but he's still all bleached out from the sun.
Oh, fun fact.
Yes, sir.
I mentioned that he lost a lot of the weight and got it in shape for the second half of the filming. Beard and hair was all his too. He grew it out for 18 months.
Yeah.
They didn't put a wig on him or a fake beard. It was all him. Like, okay, we're done filming. Keep growing.
Did they dye it?
They might have bleached a little bit because his hair is naturally darker,
Yeah.
but it was his hair.
Nice. But yeah, it's cut. It's he still gets some bleached from this time
Yep.
on the island, so we know it hasn't been too terribly long.
No, no, it hasn't.
Probably been another month or so.
Yeah, if that.
I'd say about a month. From the Kelly incident, yeah, probably about a couple weeks.
Yeah, he's got the car.
Get the car, yeah, buying new stuff. So yeah, probably a couple weeks. He's gotten some things situated, gotten some. I don't know how much money FedEx owes him.
A lot. They
Yeah,
mentioned a meeting with a lawyer.
yeah, yeah, something. Anyway, but yeah, he delivers the package, and we see that the ranch is now just Bettina's ranch.
Yeah, yep. We find that Bettina's now divorced.
Yep, and so he's delivering the package, and no one's home, so he leaves a note and leaves.
Yep.
And then he's pulled over at a crossroads. Crossroads,
Yes, he is at a crossroads, metaphorically
and
and
literally.
literally.
And he's looking at the map, and a lady,
Metaphorically and
a lady pulls up, and she's like, "You look lost." And he's like, Yeah, kind of, dude. I've been on an island for 4 years, and I'm just back in real life, and I have no idea what I'm doing with myself anymore.
Yep.
He doesn't say all that, but that's pretty much the gist of what he's got going on. And so she points in all four directions, tells him where each of them goes, and says, "Good luck, cowboy," and hops in and drives away. And
And
we
he
see
says, "There's
on
a snake in my boot."
somebody spiked the watering hole.
That's not what he said.
No?
Someone's poisoned the water hole.
Oh, I thought spiking was better,
You spiked the punch.
which is a watering hole.
I no. No, no.
I haven't seen Toy Story in a while. Leave me alone. But anyway, he looks at the back of
Somebody
her truck
spiked the
as she's
water
driving.
hole.
Oh, stop it. He's looking at the back of her truck as she walks. As she drives away, he takes another look, and we see that she has the wings on the back of her pickup, indicating that, well, I mean, we already know who she is because we saw her in the beginning of the movie, which I did not remember when I watched it as a kid.
That we saw her at the
And
beginning?
yes, I had not remembered that in the slightest bit. I was like, oh, it's the lady.
Do you remember
But
seeing that in the movie as a kid?
yes, I remember
Okay.
seeing the wings on the back of the truck and being like, oh, that's the lady. And then being like, go after her. And he doesn't.
The movie
That we
ends.
see. The movie ends, and I remember being like, "I both love and hate that,"
Yeah,
because he's just standing there, and you see him, he spins around, and the camera spins around, so
he's at his
you don't
crossroads.
you don't really see what direction he's even looking at when the camera is on him as it fades to black,
Yeah.
and then that's it. We roll credits,
And if
and
you stay to
that
the end of the credits, you see Wilt no. That's not there's not an after credit Wilson scene with this movie.
of him just floating,
Yeah.
landing on an island, Jumanji style. But that
Ye
was Castaway.
that was Castaway.
Marshmallow.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts?
I like this movie. Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen it. I remember liking it when I was younger too. Yeah, younger. It the this style, this genre of movie. Um, I like those type of stories. Whether it's like the Hatchet, kid surviving, or do you ever read the book The K?
No.
Um, uh, about a couple people that get stuck on an island, or even Lord of the Flies style thing, the story of survival and trying to um, just survive with nature.
Mhm.
No surprise, I'm also a fan of those survival shows.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, Tom Hanks is always fun to watch. I remember when it was coming out, there was a little bit of talk about, can it's Tom Hanks on an island for 2 hours? Is that going to be entertaining? And yes, it is. Um, I mean, Robinson Crusoe did really well back in the day. It's the similar style, very more real. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Enjoyed the movie quite a bit. I don't know if I'll watch it again. Probably watch it again at some point, but it's been 25 years since I'd seen it, and I'm happy to see it again. And we'll see if it's something. I don't think it's like a regular watch movie. But anyway, I think those are my final thoughts. What about you?
I enjoyed this movie quite a bit, actually. I liked it about as much as I remembered liking it the first time. Watching it and seeing the island part, like you mentioned, there's no music for 77 minutes or whatnot, and there's not many people I think that could have pulled off this movie, and it's a very bold and daring choice to not have music and to have a movie about a man by himself on an island with his best friend being a volleyball,
Yes.
and it worked, and I'm not sure that it should have, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so, yeah, like you said, I enjoyed this movie. I will probably watch this movie again, but it's not going to go in my regular rotation. It's not going to be something I necessarily plan to watch again, but I can safely say that I will probably at some point be like, "Oh yeah, let's throw on Castaway," or we'll be talking about Castaway with somebody or with Finley as he gets older or Nate and be like, "Yeah, let's throw that on again." I haven't seen it in a while, but as far as regular movie rotation goes, no, it won't go in that probably.
Completely
And
understand that.
that's all I have to say about that. Marshall,
Yes.
what are we watching next?
So, my next pick, um, incidentally, lands on Mom's birthday.
Yes, it does.
Um, when the podcast comes out. So I want to do something she would like as kind of a happy birthday, mom. Happy birthday, mom. So I was racking my brain trying to figure something out. And as a good son that pays attention, I have no idea what her favorite movies are. Uh,
Okay.
I'm kidding, kinda. No, I came across a movie, not came across a movie. I know she's mentioned this one about wanting us to do it on the podcast before. I think it's a good time to do it. And while it's not a traditional blockbuster hit movie, it did make enough money in its genre to be considered a blockbuster.
Okay.
So it does not break the blockbuster um,
Streak.
streak we've got going on.
Okay.
This movie has a lot of fun names in it. It actually has a character that we might find out from a previous movie that we've had on the podcast. Find out the end of their story in this movie, and it's I think it's from the '90s, late '90s, maybe early 2000s. I forgot to look that up, but we are going to watch that Rob Schneider classic, 50 First Dates.
I was right. So, okay, I'm going to tell you this. My next movie was going to be 50 First Dates.
Really?
And I did not pick 50 First Dates so that you would pick it for Mom's birthday. Because that's one of Mom's all-time favorite movies.
See, and as a good
I
son that listens, I know.
I cannot believe that actually worked out the way I thought it was going to. That's insane. But yeah, no, I was instead of I chose Castaway so that you could have 50 First Dates to pick for Mom.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that. See? We're getting on
We're
the
in
same
tune.
you would just like people can't see what we're doing, we're just making
No,
noises.
but that I am wow. I'm
But, yeah,
actually blown away that that worked out the exact way that I planned it to.
so, happy birthday, mom, we're doing 50 First Dates,
Fantastic.
starring, Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore.
Speaking of birthdays,
Okay,
today is Grandma Twyla's 92nd birthday.
it is the 25th.
It is the 25th, or what would have been her 92nd birthday.
Yes.
So, in that vein, I don't know if she ever watched Castaway or what she ever thought of it, because I wasn't thinking when I picked this movie, but I will dedicate today's episode to our Grandma Twyla.
Happy birthday, grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma. But that's going to take care of today's episode of the Watch It Bro podcast. Thank you to everyone who joined us along for this adventure on a desert island where we listen to a man talk to a volleyball for 2 hours. If you'd like to reach out to us, you can do so. WatchItBroPodcast@gmail.com. We are on the X, formerly known as Twitter, @WatchItBroPod. Our intro and outro music is provided by my lovely wife. I also think I forgot that to mention that we're on Instagram and Facebook, also under the Twitter handle. And now our intro and outro music is provided by my lovely wife, that intro being Blue, that outro being Orlando, and as always, thank you for watching.
A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour.